Can architecture bring about world peace? Coming up on Architecture Codex.
Architecture Codex. If you want to see more, like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe.
The strife in the Middle East has been going on for millennia, and yet the question that remains in the hearts of so many is why we just can't get along. The very concept of religious freedom, your human right to believe what you want to believe, regardless of the religion of your ruler, is barely 500 years old, and even then it started in Western European culture. So in the 19th century, in Iran, when Baha'u'llah believed and preached Bahá'í, the idea that every religion had its worth and we could all get along, he and his followers were persecuted. At the core of the Bahá'í religion is the belief that all the major religions worship the one God, and this God has revealed himself to different cultures with different prophets, resulting in different social practices. They believe it is these social practices that divide us. The hope then in Bahá'í is that the people of God can find unity and otherwise reject hatred in all forms, including racism, classism, sexism, and nationalism. It is a worthy goal, and it is shared by many groups, including Unitarianism and the Catholic movement, the Friars of the Atonement, the At-One-ment. Dogmatic differences would remain among the religions, but some envision that would not stop peaceful unity. Many Baha'i temples, a religion today based out of Haifa, Israel, have been built around the world announcing this call to unified peace. Perhaps the most elegant building of Baha'i is in Wilmette, Illinois, just north of Chicago. The land was consecrated in 1912, but true construction started in 1921. It was delayed by the Depression and World War II, so the bulk of the work was done after 1947, and it was completed in 1953. It was designed by French-Canadian architect and sculptor and follower of Baha'i, Louis Bourgeois. Bourgeois worked in Louis Sullivan's office, where the arts and crafts movement led us into modernism. He got the commission in 1920, having submitted a design to delegates of the Baha'i National Convention in Haifa, and returned to start the work. Bourgeois' design was completed long after his death in 1930. But like Gaudi at Sagrada Familia, Architecture Codex video number 2, Bourgeois left models and drawings of the design for others to follow. The design combines elements from different architectural styles embraced by many different religions, and therefore it is an excellent metaphor for the beliefs of Baha'i. The dome at the top is very Eastern Orthodox Byzantine and Roman Catholic Renaissance, but the exterior ribs and the overall shape imply the closed lotus flower. The lotus was a symbol of peace and order for the ancient Egyptian cults, and throughout Asia in Buddhism, Hinduism, and other religions, the lotus can represent wisdom, purity, and sacredness. Tracery above the windows on the second tier hint at the Gothic pointed arch, and yet the delicate carvings are Islamic in their tradition. The round base recalls the plan of the Roman temple, the Pantheon, round because it put all the gods of the empire represented on the inside of the Pantheon on equal footing, sort of like King Arthur's round table at Camelot. There is no head, no single point more significant than any other. And like Judaism and Islam, there are no graven images on the inside, no statues. Without a doubt, Bourgeois has created a building imbued with peaceful transcendence and metaphorically about unity, showing us that peaceful coexistence at least can create great beauty, both in architecture and perhaps even in the world itself. Integral with the building is the landscaping, a series of paths, plazas, and plantings. The site seems similar to Asian temples that are purposely placed near rivers. The temple grounds are on a promontory at the intersection of Lake Michigan and the North Shore Channel, an artificial waterway built to help reverse the flow of the Chicago River so it did not drain into Lake Michigan. And like Italian Renaissance and Baroque gardens, the landscaping enhances and expands the design of the building, making the transition from one to the other almost seamless. The Bahá'í religion purposely lacks regularly scheduled rituals, with the belief that such rituals tend to separate us. And while there is a daily prayer and particular wedding and funeral service protocols, there are no other obligations to attend communal prayer, such as most Sabbaths or calls to prayer. That might render the large auditorium designed for worship superfluous much of the time. Like many religious sites, the beauty speaks to many people who might not otherwise consider the beliefs that propel the people to build such a building. Indeed, if it were not for the architecture, I might never have learned about the Bahá'í religion. Sometimes the tranquil beauty is a mere prop for someone else's event. For example, the temple has specifically requested that prom pictures not be taken on their grounds. The Bahá'í temple is open for weddings within the community and from outside the community. They especially invite interfaith marriages, sort of a way to offer a compromise should families bicker over the religious location of the nuptials. All the marriages and funerals need community approval to occur, and they have some basic rules. But I wonder how many might hold their wedding there not because they believe anything in particular, but because the beauty of the building lends fantasy to somebody's special Princess Day. In that regard, the community, which is open and tolerant, needs to be careful that the temple has more significance in the ritual than Cinderella's castle at Disney World. I know many people who regard religious buildings as mere expressions of power, and I have to say such people also have a hard time understanding that there is such a thing as sincere religious belief. So their jaundiced eye looks across history and looks at such buildings and think it's always just about the money. But for those who experience sincere religious sentiments and look towards God for order and purpose, which is a struggle of understanding and revelation that has spread across the eons, such buildings are a reminder of what God has empowered us to do. For believers, then, we can use our God-given rights and our free will to create beauty and to promote peace. And I think the Bahá'í Temple in Wilmette, Illinois succeeds in that expression. I'm Michael Molinelli, and this is Architecture Codex.